I've been really bloody shoddy at documenting, just going upstairs, any of this baby's life. Just because it's been so manic, like obviously being a new mum and having a newborn and stuff. So I've come up with I was given an idea to basically do something called the Mummy Diaries, which will be like essentially a week in the life vlog, where I'll just do a snippet every single day of like basically what the day entails and how we're getting on and stuff. So today's a Thursday, which is when I decided to start doing it, which makes things a little bit awkward, but that's when we'll start. If you go onto my blog, then this week will be, oh dear, this week will be completed on there. He might cry in a minute. He's not quite happy about this baby wearing situation today. He normally really likes it, but it's the only way to get my makeup done because this baby just never wants to be put down. So I'm trying to wear him today, and I don't know if I've done the wrap a bit tight or something, but he's not very happy about it. So I've done my makeup. I'm going to try and get dressed, and then we're going to head into town in the hope that somebody... Where are you, look? Do you want to say hello? Say hello. No. In the hopes that somebody's going to sleep in their pushchair. We were supposed to go to our newborn shoot today, but it wasn't booked in properly, so we're hopefully going to that tomorrow, which would be good because I've got the car. So yeah, and then we're gonna go into town, see how we get on with him falling asleep. If he falls asleep, then I'm gonna do some vlogging, hopefully, and then we might go and see your Nanu later. So yeah, just see how we get on really. This week's not been the easiest. I can't really remember what happened on Monday, but I have wrote it down on my blog. I think Monday was okay. Tuesday was good, like we went to Weymouth and stuff, so that was not, oh, was Monday okay? Yeah, I think Monday was okay. Monday night was a little bit rough. Somebody was a little bit windy and didn't really sleep. Tuesday we went to Weymouth, and then Tuesday evening he was a little bit windy, so I went out and got gripe water, which seems to have helped. Yesterday was really hard. It sounds really stupid and it's just the little things, but I woke up really late. I woke up at 11 and felt a bit shit for doing that. Didn't really get ready. I couldn't get a bath because we were waiting for a delivery from some guy, which never arrived in the end, which is crap. But I didn't want to get in the bath because only the second I got in, he'd come. So yeah, so ended up not getting a bath until later, so didn't get ready, and then I just found it really hard to get little jobs done because, like I said, this little baby, if you can see him, hello, is in a slight phase where he doesn't want to be put down at all. I don't know if that's something that I've created or if it's just something that he wants, but it started like in his first few weeks. Like he'd nap really nicely, he'd go down on his own, go down for hours and be fine. But at night time he would just want to sleep on me, so we've started co-sleeping, but now he's got into a phase where he was really windy, where he just wouldn't be put on his back. So again, he ended up sleeping on me in the day, and now he won't be put down. But I do sometimes put him on his belly, like in the day for naps, where I can supervise him, and he's fine. So it just depends on his mood really, but yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. But generally he doesn't like to be put down off mummy, so it causes problems. So yeah, yesterday I didn't really get much done, which makes me feel really unproductive and just a bit sluggish really. So I felt a bit crap yesterday. Today's a new day, we got up really early, and then I came back and had a nap till 10. So yeah, but we're up now, we're gonna try and get into town. I've just realised I've got to wait for the delivery because he's gonna try again today, so I've got to wait till 12 for that. So we're actually not going to rush into town as quickly as I thought, are we, Buster? You'll probably just fall asleep now, won't you? So yeah, so that's today so far. So I'm pretty impressed. I've got dressed and Rory is dressed in a very cute little get-up. He's got his little dungarees on. And there he is, looking super cute, spitting out his dummy. Cheers, buddy. Anyway. There he is. Say hello. He should be getting tired very soon because he's been awake for a little bit now. But he's just done another wet fart in his nappy, which is the 5th or 6th time today, so it's not even midday, it's not even 12 yet, and I've had to change his nappy 5 or 6 times because he keeps on doing little wet farts in there. So I'm not really sure what to do with that or how you maintain that, really, because that's a lot of nappy changing. So yeah, we're going to change that again, aren't we? Yeah. At what point do you just leave it? Like, at what point are you like, if you're gonna carry on, we'll just go with it. We'll just go the same nappy. I don't know. Obviously you don't do that. They get very sore skin. I'm not stupid. But it is a lot of nappy changing. I've just gone downstairs to realise that Richard, my husband, has drunk my Red Bull stash, which I'm not very happy about. So I'm gonna have to go out and get some more. He bought me a big box of Red Bulls because obviously new mum. It's not the healthiest thing to do, but it does get me through the day. And he's gone and drunk most of them. So I'm gonna have to go get some more and to look dead classy in the supermarket with a new baby buying Red Bulls. But never mind. That's what we do to get through the day, isn't it, buddy? I also need to try and very quickly sterilise the bottles because I've only got one left, which is like an emergency situation. I need to hope that little boy's going to let me put him down to sterilise the bottles. He did just let me put him down for 10 minutes, which I think is a whole new record. Isn't it, Bust? Isn't it, Buster? Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yeah, so hopefully they'll let me put him down so I can wash his bottles, and then I'm going to go to my mum's at some point just to get some sanity. So yeah, that's going to be the day. So yeah, it's already about 12 o'clock, so I'll probably be done by 3, 4 o'clock. Rich comes home at 5, and that's how we spend our days these days. So yeah, on a Red Bull mission. Newborn, Google, YouTube, newborn sensory simulation, and leave them with that. Is that good? Is that good? Try some miracle turn of events to sterilise the baby's bottles, which is pretty good going. I was going to go into town first, but I'm going to go to my mum's quickly just to get some human interaction and some sanity that isn't a baby. And then afterwards I'm going to go into town because I need to go down the stairs all over the baby, so extra. Yeah, so I'm going to go into town with my I'm going to town afterwards. I need to buy some pre-made milk, and I know, and I need to buy Red Bull because I'm already struggling. But yeah, I've managed to sterilise the bottles, so I'm just going to wait for those to finish, go to mummy's or nanu's, say nanu, your nanu. Somebody's sulking because he dropped his dummy and it went underneath the worktop, so that was a sanitised situation. So he's now without all of his dummies because they're all being sanitised. I have to really maintain sanitising his dummies like more than normal because he's got thrush in his mouth, which really gives him some trouble. So yeah, they have to be sanitised like all the time. So I've not timed it very well, and they're all in there at the same time at the moment. So he's whinging a little bit for his dummy. So we're just watching the sanitizer like boil basically. I watch, what is it? A watch pot never boils. That's what we're doing. So yeah, so we're gonna get him in his car seat in a minute and go to your nanu's, and hopefully he falls asleep because he's been awake for ages now. And yeah, I could do with a little rest, couldn't I, buddy? Baby wearing is such a good thing though. Like, I wouldn't have been able to sanitise his bottles or get ready this morning if it wasn't for baby wearing. So it doesn't like completely solve a situation if your baby doesn't like being put down, because there's lots of things that you still can't do because obviously you're wearing a 9-pound child and they're a little bit delicate, aren't you? But there are still lots of things you can do, so like the washing, you can make a cup of tea. I'm going to do some blogging today, hopefully, because I really miss blogging on YouTube, and I'm so sad that I haven't been able to maintain it as much as I thought I would. Well, not sad, like obviously I predicted it, like it was a newborn. But yeah, hopefully we'll do some more of that. And yeah, so we're just going to try and get out for a little bit, aren't we, Chunky? Yes, we are. Just trying to be very quiet because the baby's asleep in the corner, which is a miracle because he hasn't slept for ages. He is stirring. I'm a bit annoyed because today is the perfect day to catch up with some vlogging, which I haven't had the chance to do in forever, but the internet is broken, which is so annoying because the baby hasn't slept in the morning like unattended for ages, and he's currently just sat quite relaxed. So I am trying to take some blog photography. I'm trying to do some flat lays. Oh, I'm sorting out our Christmas presents as well. But I'm trying to do some flat lays over here, which I'm trying to be really creative and incorporate flowers, but it hasn't gone very well. It doesn't look very good. Yeah, and then today is baby's newborn photo shoot just after lunch, which will be really, really exciting. But yeah, yesterday after I stopped vlogging, we went over to my mum's, which was really nice actually, because she just had Rory and let me go off and like run errands I needed to do, which I did plan on taking him to do, because he was being quite good with her. Yeah, I just went off to Boots, picked up my eyebrows are a bit funny, picked up some nappies and some water wipes, and some milk and stuff, and ended up picking up a Mam bottle, which I'm really glad I did, because Rory does this thing where he like gulps loads and loads of milk. I was gonna say water then. Loads of milk, like he'll sip loads, collect it in the back of his throat and then gulp it down in one big go. And he started to like choke on his milk and spit it out, which initially I thought he had reflux, and then when I started paying attention to what he was doing, that's what I realised. So I just assumed it was a really bad habit of his and that we wouldn't be able to sort it out. And then my mum was kind of like, maybe it's just the teats or the bottles, so why don't you try another one? I was a bit dubious, but just picked up a Mam bottle whilst I was in Boots. And he's fine on it, but I think what the thing is, the Mam bottles, the teat goes right in the mouth, whilst the Dr. Brown's ones that we're using, it like leaves air gaps here, so he sucks air in as he sucks. So with the Mam bottles, because it goes right in his mouth, he doesn't do that. So yeah, so when he wakes up, I need to go into town and pick up some new Mam bottles, and that'll be the brand that we now go for, which is really funny because we've been through 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be our 5th brand of bottles that we've tried to try and find the right one. And Dr. Brown's was pretty close, so we were pretty good there. So as it goes, he's not actually as windy as I initially thought, because he's now not sucking in the air. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and like do a bit of chopping and changing, because I thought he had colic, so he's been on like Colleath and gripe water. So I might start weaning him off both and seeing if that is the problem, like if it is just the bottles, or if he does still have like slight colic. But I don't really have the guts to wean him off either at the moment, because he's quite peaceful. But I really don't want to keep buying Collie, because it's like £10 a bottle and a bottle lasts about a week. I know the GP can prescribe it, so I'm gonna have to start doing that if that is what he needs. So yeah, that's kind of a roundup of yesterday and today. So yeah, he's got his newborn shoot later, so I will try and take you with us to that and hopefully remember. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Guys, so I've done a crap job today of documenting anything. But yeah, so basically after I filmed last or vlogged last or whatever it is, hang on, my hair's annoying. Yeah, so after I was last documenting what was going on, Rory did like a real poo and wee explosion all over his changing mat when I was changing him, and then luckily my mum showed up like right in the nick of time, because we were starting to get a little bit flappy, like Rory was crying and I was trying to sort that out really quickly, but there was piss and shit all over the changing mat. So yeah, she showed up, and then I really quickly cleaned while she had the baby, and then we popped into town, and that took us up to like 12:30, and then I had to leave for his newborn shoot, and I didn't really get the chance to come home, like I had to feed him really quickly. So into his newborn shoot, then popped in to go and see Daddy at work, which was nice. And then I realised I hadn't posted something for him, so I've just literally chucked the baby, who looks super cute in there. You can't really see. Yeah, I literally just chucked the baby in the sling and ran into town to go to the post office, and I've just picked up a very, very big, so big, gingerbread latte. It's got my name on it. I've never had a Starbucks with my name on it, or maybe I have, I don't know. Yeah, I've got the Christmas cup. I've been trying to take a picture to Instagram, but obviously can't. So I'm really upset about that, but never mind. That's just blog life, isn't it? So yeah, so I'm gonna try and do a better job tomorrow, because we're gonna get our Christmas tree tomorrow, which is really, really exciting. And yeah, really sure what to do with myself, because Rory has gone down in this little bouncer here. I've got his car seat out still. Yeah, and he's been asleep in it for probably about 15 minutes now, which is unheard of. He literally will not be put down in anything to sleep. He wants to be held all the time. But yeah, it's really funny because I bought him a bouncer that's the baby move one, which comes up like quite high, which is like £100, and he like won't go in it, doesn't like it at all. And then my mum picked up this bouncer from Mothercare for £20, and he's fine. He'll go in it and sleep because it vibrates. So yeah, at least it's something. But I literally now don't know what to do with myself. I'm just sat here kind of looking at him, waiting for him to wake up, which is unheard of. Like, it's insane because I've been waiting for him to sleep on something that isn't me for weeks, and now I just don't know what to do. So I'm gonna try and do some vlogging, and yeah. Probably.
Yeah? I think he wants to go to...
So Imogen's doing big sister duty today.
Yes.
She's pushing his pram.
Right.
What are you doing today?
Oh, we're just pushing pram, that's all.
Where are we going?
Coffee number 2.
Coffee number 1.
I mean, yeah.
What are you going to have in coffee number 1?
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
We have a little fella.
Rory's having a little nap in the pram. For
Can't even
once.
see him.
So yeah, so today we're going to go into town and get a few little bits. Imogen, if she's well behaved, is going to get some stickers.
Chucking the ones.
If she's well behaved.
How many?
Don't know, I have to wait and see how good you are. So yeah, so I didn't film
This
yesterday.
little buddy falling asleep.
Didn't film yesterday because we were Christmas tree shopping and it all got a bit hectic. It's hard to do with a newborn baby. But yeah, so I'm taking Imogen out into town today so she can spend some quality time with her little brother, because she hasn't really
Tiny brother with RJC.
she hasn't really had the chance to do that yet. So
No.
oh, do you want to go back up on the curb over?
Not with Rory. No.
Yeah, she hasn't really had the chance to do that yet since he's been born, because obviously we've all been trying to adjust to things.
Oh no. We need to move
And he's been kind of kept at arm's length from her, so it's quite nice for her to have some time with just him today. So we're gonna get her a coffee, which is her decision because she's a very grown-up girl. Get her some toys, then I've got to pick up a few little bits.
That's all nice.